Friends, the World Series locker room is brought to you by Ford Division, who congratulates the 1986 world champion New York Mets on an exciting World Series. And, of course, our thanks as well to the Boston Red Sox.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Series MVP,
We are in the victorious Met clubhouse, even as we look at Wade Boggs on the Red Sox bench. Commissioner Uberoth, the manager of the ball club, Davey Johnson, the general manager, Frank Cashin, and for the presentation of the trophy, Commissioner Uberoth.
Well, very quickly, pleased to tell you that there's a wire from the President of the United States congratulating the Mets. He's watched all the games. He's very happy to congratulate you, and he's invited the entire team, everyone from the organization, to the White House.
Well, that's very nice. We certainly will go, and we appreciate that.
Let me tell you, it's very special for baseball, and I'd like to present you right now and this great big guy, if I can, his trophy.
Yeah, where's Freddie Wilpont? Fred Wilpont was going to be...
Looking for Fred Wilpont, one of the owners of the ball club.
Davey, you take it. You're stronger than me.
Davey, it's a heavy one. Great.
I think I can hold it.
7 games, you did it all the way. Congratulations.
It doesn't get any better than this, Peter. This is what it's all about.
Frank, we'll start with you. You were the architect of bringing this ball club along in a few years' time from a last-place team to a team that won 108 during the regular season and now reigns as world champions. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that we had great ownership. Mr. Wilpont, Mr. Doubleday give us the time to really rebuild this ball club, and people like Al Harrison and Joe McIlvain and Steve Shriver and Harry Minor, plus Davey and some great ball players, we were able to do it. So we'll always be appreciative of the ownership, and it's great to be a winner, as you know. And I thank the fans of New York and the people everywhere that supported us.
Let's get a word here from Davey. Strange and unfair as it might seem, if one thing or another broke a different way Saturday night, you come up short, and some people, unfair as it would have been, would have said failure.
Well, that's what this game's all about. You can never take anything for granted. Strange things happen. You just keep plugging away. And it happened for us. We deserve it. We had the best record in baseball. We should be the world champs.
Your thoughts about the Boston Red Sox?
They're a great ball club. It was very touch and go. Both, break here, break there, and they could have been world champs. But the good guys got it.
Is there any way to describe the roller coaster? 2 out, bottom of the 10th Saturday, and you're standing here now?
Well, that's baseball. That's what makes it so beautiful. It's never over till it's over. I think somebody said that. And this is what it's all about. This is what it's all worth sweating for.
Davey, congratulations.
Thank you, Bobby.
A quick word from Fred Wilpont, one of the owners of the ball club.
Well, I'm very thrilled. I'm thrilled for New York. I'm thrilled for the New York Mets. Boston Red Sox have nothing to be ashamed of. They played great baseball, great character on both sides. Frank Cashin and his organization here is, I think, the best of baseball, and I love him. I love it for New York.
We're going to try and get Ray Knight up here. Before we speak with Ray Knight, the most valuable player, we're going to go to the other side, to the Boston clubhouse, and Marv Albert. Marv?
All right, Bob, and this man to my right, Bruce Hurst of the Red Sox, who had a splendid World Series, winning 2 games, not able to do it tonight, but on Saturday night, at one point, you were actually voted most valuable player of the series before the game was over. I know this has to be a difficult moment for you.
Well, you know, I'd rather trade all that stuff for the World Championship. We battled hard all year long, and we came back, and today we tried, but we just didn't have enough, and you have to tip your hat to the Mets. They came back, we beat them the first 2, and they showed a lot of class and a lot of guts, and they have a lot of great players on their team, and you just have to give them credit.
Bruce, of course, this is 1986, but ball players are very superstitious, and you look back to the Red Sox of 67, of 46, of 75, and people say they are snake-bitten. What is your reaction to that? Did that have any effect on this ball club?
None whatsoever. What happened in the past doesn't have any bearing on what happened today. We had every opportunity to win. We had a chance to win on Game 6, and we didn't put it away. And we were in the game today, and then we just let it slip away. What happened in 46 and 75 and all those other years, it doesn't make any difference. It's a totally different ball club, different players, whole different cast of characters, and this team can win, and they'll be back.
All right, and we're told that Ray Knight won Most Valuable Player Award in the series, and the last 2 games, he's the man who did most of the damage.
He's a very good player. I felt like all along for me to win. He was one of the guys that I had to get out. He's a great hitter. He's a great 2-strike hitter. He doesn't strike out a lot, and he's an outstanding player, and I have to tip my hat to Ray. He did a great job for them and beat us.
All right, Bruce, thank you very much. And Ray Knight, the series MVP, is alongside Bob Costas. Let's get back to the Met locker room.
Marv, thank you. And just a moment ago, Ray, Davey Johnson was saying it's just baseball. It's the way it is. You can go from GOAT to hero, from the bottom to the top, and it happened for you, certainly, in such graphic fashion.
It surely did, man. I tell you, I was so down the other night after the era, but this is a game of redeeming features, and thank the good Lord, I had a chance to come back, and we won that ball game tonight. Just goes to show you, if you keep fighting in there, things can happen, and that's the way it's been for me all year, and just a great bunch of guys, and golly, I don't really know what to say. I'm just so excited and happy, and this is unbelievable.
The home run that snapped the tie.
Well, it was a fastball 2-1. I was looking for a fastball tie ball game, and I'm a fastball hitter, and I just looked, pitch up and kind of in the strike zone. He threw it right there, and I had a good swing at it. I don't hit too many of them, but I knew that was gone if he was up enough.
What did they say to you? Can you remember it all when you hit home plate and then the dugout?
Boy, the last 2 nights, everything's been pretty numb for me. My concentration level's been so high. They just hugged me and gave me high fives and all that, and I don't really know what they said. I was just emotionally spent again, and I've been exhausted the whole last couple of nights. Boy, let's go! Woo! And just the feeling of when they touch your hand and all that stuff is such a feeling of togetherness and closeness. They really said a lot, but I don't remember what they said.
Congratulations on being named MVP.
Thank you very much. Unbelievable.
Let's get Keith Hernandez in here.
Hey, you deserve it.
Keith, I was thinking as you came to bat in the 6th inning with the score 3-0 and the bases loaded. In '82, in the other World Series in which you played for the Cardinals, bottom of the 6th at Busch Stadium, trailing 3-1, bases loaded, left-handed pitcher on the mound. An almost unbelievably identical situation, and you also got a base hit there.
Well, I remember that well. I tied the game, and there was 2 outs at the time. I felt, Bob, I swung the bat great the whole series. And everybody was saying, well, you're not hitting the ball. And I said, well, you can't look at the box scores. I've been hitting the ball good the whole series and right at people. And I woke up this morning, I told my brother who was with me from California, Gary, I said, if I get a chance with men on base today, I'm going to be the man. And it just worked out great that way. I was at bat, I was so confident and relaxed. I was just up for that at bat. It was it's a situation you thrive on, but I didn't have any butterflies. I was really having my great concentration.
On Saturday night, after you made the 2nd out, and you're down by 2 runs in the bottom of the 10th, you went into Davey Johnson's office, and tell us what happened then.
Well, I went into Davey's office. I figured it was the last at bat of my season, and our season. And I grabbed a Budweiser. Augie Bush will love that. And drank a Bud and sat in Davey's director's chair. And we got 2 hits, and then the 3rd hit. I got a run in, and all of a sudden the tying runs on base. I ran to my locker and got my glove. And then I said, I was going halfway out the door going to field, and I said, no, that chair's got hits in it, and I stayed right there. And that was a remarkable comeback.
Congratulations for being part of a world champion.
I promised my 3 daughters I would say hello. Jessie, Melissa, and Mary Elise, and my sister-in-law, Mary Horn. They're behind us all the way, and I love them. I'll see them in a week.
And from the Champagne Shampoo, we go back upstairs to Vin Scully.
And meanwhile, down on the mound with Kevin Elster on his feet and other members of the Mets, it has evidently been a ritual. When the Mets clinched the division, clinched the pennant, why, they sat on the mound, several of them. And tonight there are those who remembered Rick Aguilera. And then, of course, we can see Howard Johnson, and Kevin Elster is there. And there is Ron Darling. And they walked out with large bottles of champagne. And, of course, it's not for drinking. I think they spill much more than they ever thought of drinking. And now the crowd salutes them as they can say, truly, we are #1.